Are you ready for some GVG? Woo! Season 12 is among us. All the glorious new rewards. And a new guild. Ordo Phoenix, baby. We ready to be reborn. King Impacts himself, extending the olive branch out, said it's time. Join the Phoenix, man. Level up your game. And that's what I'm going to do. It's time for me to join a GVG focused guild. I've been sliding by in a casual guild for a long time. And shout outs to EO for one, Zat, HC, Ruin, Seraph, all you guys, good luck. Have fun with the game. I know you love playing. They're an amazing team, an amazing guild. Great. I just didn't feel like it was my place to push them into a GVG centered guild. So we're starting off. I'm just getting a layout of the land. I haven't been attacked yet, but we will hop in. This is just recordings of my first GVG week. So, and I'll show you the difference, right? So when I was in EO, it was pretty easy guild. We was like in that top 15%, right? But we was only in plat 3, the 15% of plat 3. Now I've seen Ordo Phoenix, they've went to Overlord before. So Omnicon gonna be up in there in 2026. We're gonna do it once. That's all I'm saying. We're gonna be in the gauntlet too. All right, now that we have some attacks on us, we're gonna go in here. We'll show them off. My first two teams in my first GVG match. This is how I set it up. I have a Watcher comp, right? We got Ingrid down here. We're gonna power up Nezra, Brokir, and Ymir. I would have loved to have Sun Wukong where Ymir is right here, but Sun Wukong does not reach in front of Brokir. And there's a way to where you can attack Brokir without activating Sun Wukong, right? So I always want my units to be going off, to be popping, to be hitting if possible. I don't even like putting Nezra over here because during his ult he can't hit. But what can you do, right? They've set up maps for us to play with and experiment on, and it's our job to figure out how to get past it, right? Or how to set up a good defense to stop this shit. So this team is not gonna work. Easy clap. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna swap this whole team up and see what I can come up with, and I'll show you that in a little bit because there's not much to see in this first match, man. So basically everything is going according to plan. It's all just big BP. I'm in the land of big BP. It's a BP measuring contest this way, that way, and whatever way it goes, right? So, all right, here's my second team. This is my Arbiter team, baby. So I got Valar up here. I got Lady A. We got Praetus. Good luck moving this mountain. We got the brand new tank, and we got Elleris, right? The best healer in the game. What could go wrong? We're going to be over here stomping cats. Get out of my way. Putting a halt on it. And this dumb shit happened. Dang, Valar. So Valar, she has no block. So we got to fix this team too. What? All right. So we got white, bro. And it's to be expected the first couple of matches. We're still learning the ins and out. But I didn't do sufficient testing. And everybody's BP is massive, man. It's crazy. So there's a lot more strategies that people can use against me that I wouldn't have thought about, right? And that means I also have to grind my gear. I'm gonna have to push myself and force myself to do Maverick trials. I have I'm basically cat almost, and I gotta force myself to do it. All right, let's get into these attacks, baby. Woo! The little attacks I do have. Woo! Watch this. All right, so I picked this team because I'm the weak link, bro. I'm the weak link in Ordo Phoenix. I have the lowest BP. I have the lowest attacking power, right? So I picked this team because right here, it does look like this skeleton can be sniped out with mages, right? Cyrus faced the wrong way. I'm not exactly sure why Cyrus faced this way. I guess just because, but Valar can still hit past that skeleton. It wouldn't matter. So, mages, boom, goes ahead, kills Nezra, and that's half the battle done right there. Alright, so Cyrus is still tanky. He's still pretty tanky. I've noticed that Brokir and Cyrus, they're still tanky tanks. That update that they did with the demon soldiers messed everybody up. And, you know, like everybody's attacks, I couldn't plan anything because the demon soldiers were so strong. I was like, I can kill anything. It doesn't matter. Set up whatever you want. But then they removed it the day right before GVG. So no one's defenses are set up properly. I expect no one to be like well prepared. So my main plan was to use this new demon captain because we all got to pick one. I picked her. I don't know too much about the other ones. I don't have them. This is my first demon captain or demon lord. I don't have enough to level her up to level 2 yet, but we're gonna get there. She looks good for survivability. She does provide a little extra resistance, and she can survive a long time. So that extra block that she can provide to some other units, right? So we like to just swarm, send in the dogs, boom, good to go. That's what we do, baby. That's what we do. So that's my swarming tactic for that. Nothing too complicated, just 2 rare tanks, and boom. Look at these rewards though, that's what I'm saying. Whoa, augmentation gem. That's nice. That's new. Alright, so that was all I had for my first match, y'all. Everything else I either lost or I got demolished, right? So now we're into the second match, and we got a couple wins. I did change my teams around, so we will walk this through. Lyra's getting a buff, so I'm going to be using Lyra on this new Esoterrorist team that we have conjured up, right? So, what was our issue with our first one? That everybody could not attack, and they killed Brokir, right? And they just kind of walked through. That's when I had to get mirrored. That was my first team. So on this team, we have Cyrus. We're using him. We have Carnelian. Carnelian has been like a funky tank. Not a tank, but a healer now, right? Elleris, she's just God tier now. She's the best healer. And if you have Carnelian, good luck. Carnelian with Awakenings. Chef's kiss. Mine's A0, right? So Lyra's getting a buff. She does great single target damage. And I only need her to hit that one tile in front of my tank. So we do have Carnelian right here. I've noticed that Carnelian pops the orb last on Cyrus. So I will play with Carnelian. I'll move her probably under Lyra next time, right? And that at least save me from losing some of those stray dogs that's probably coming through. Or if they got through and they killed Cyrus in the other match and then maybe walked through with the Gvgs Fiend through Valara if she was invisible. I've seen that happen too. So that's probably how they got that 10% deduction on me. Alright, so as of right now, this team looks solid. I haven't had any other losses using this team. Let me just take a look, make sure they did the same strategy. Same strat, so they probably either killed Cyrus. Yeah, they killed Cyrus and they walked through with the Gvgs Fiend. That's what happened, but they probably wasn't able to kill everything. Just one loss. So I'll move Carnelian and fix that team up. All right. So for my other team, obviously I don't have Valara in there, and I also did not use Ingrid. Lycan, like I was saying, man, Lycan is my Arbiter of choice. I'm getting on the Arbiter train, man, and I'm waiting for that new Arbiter Lord. I got Soul Stones ready, and I'm ready to pop. I got Valara A5. I got Ingrid A5. Give me my goddamn... I'm joking, but hey, man, I'm on the Arbiter train now, right? I've been playing long enough, and I'm focusing on the Arbiters. Pay to win? Fuck that. Give me enough time, I can do anything. I like building defenses anyway. I'm gonna build the best goddamn defenses you've ever seen. That's why I'm here. After I get my BP up, baby. I'm just saying. I am missing like high awakening BP unit, I guess, right? Ingrid's not the one. I do have Pope, but I want to save my soul stones for like the next best thing. Anyway, so we are attacking a keep right here. We're sending out the demon captain. We got the magic shielders, the low cost, only 3, right? We're gonna send them out with the Gvgs Fiend. We're basically going to try to kill off Brokir and then make our way around to Lycan. So I like to do this in 2 phases, right? If my BP was higher, I might try to send in the ghouls, the 5 critters that come around, and then feed the Gvgs Fiend, like to take up all of Brokir's block, and then the Gvgs Fiend goes behind to kill Lycan. That's a possibility, but I think mine all will die. Honestly, I really do. They'll just get pushed back by Valara and all die, and Gvgs Fiend won't come by. So I like to send 2 Gvgs Fiends up with 2 rounds of ants. So there's 2 Gvgs Fiends up here right now. We'll send in another shielder, and that gets the job done with them both attacking. After Brokir's dead and Lycan's dead, we go ahead, we send in the dogs. Boom, boom, good to go. Right? That's how I did it. That way I at least have a set of dogs to send in. For me, it worked. All right, so let's take a look at a couple more attacks that I was able to get through, right? The other ones are them attacking me. So I do have to go back and redo my teams again. Say it isn't so. Say it isn't so. But it is. So I might try to do something with Ingrid. Ingrid seems like she can have like a really good team comp on this map. Especially because I'm just going to be in the towers 9 times out of 10 all season. The only way I'm going to get into a keep again is I'm going to have to climb up the ranks, baby. The hierarchy and the Phoenix. All right. So we do have a Mount Derver team right here. And I was actually shocked. Going up against some of these higher ranked GVG members, these players, man, their tanks are built well. Because normally I would just walk through Mount Vera. I don't care what kind of build she had, honestly. Same thing with like Regulus, other tanks that don't, not Regulus, but other tanks that don't have an unyielding like built in like that. I was like, too confident. This, I was like, whoa, I'm gonna lose. I'm not gonna kill this Mount Vera. I'm gonna look like a goddamn idiot. But I got through. But we got through. We did it. And there's just enough units to get that win, baby. Just enough units to get that win. Woo! Easy peasy, right? Easy peasy. Gotta be confident out here. Say it with your chest. Speak it into existence, right? All that good stuff. So I'm really excited about this season of GVG. I don't know how many videos I'm gonna make though, right? I do have one more fight for you. This is against the Arbiter team. We're gonna go ahead and send it in. Just because I have to get my BP up. I have to grind some gear. I gotta do Maverick calls. I've been slacking ever since it came out, right? So what we're doing against this Arbiter team, they have Kandrum, the best new tank out for Arbiters at least. They got Valara, they have Lady A. So we're using 2 of the ice tanks. We're gonna try to freeze them and then send the dogs in, really. We have 2 dogs that got through. We missed one. That could have been a timing issue. Or maybe my dogs need a little bit more BP for this team. So I do have to experiment with this whole freeze synergy a lot more. I don't have the Glacius, and I don't have some of the other freeze units. But like I was saying, I think the Winter Bite, that whole comp, that whole team setup, I've seen it go nasty with all the freezes. It's nuts. But it does look nice. I do like it. It just depends on what section you want to go with your demon soldiers, right? Now they got the blood units. So unless you're what are you going to invest in, right? Which ones are you going to go for? Or do you get them all? I guess. I don't know. Maybe you're fine with level 5s and you have good BP, right? Maybe that's what I'm getting at. Anyway, so we're going into, I finished out Tide. I just wanted to show you guys, give a little tidbits on Tide. What happened was, use all of Mouse Cop. He came over with me from EO, and I seen he sent out a message. He was like, hey guys, for Tide, right? 3 piercers with the Lord, obviously, 3 mages, basically all ground units, no healer, and then use all your tacticians, right? From basically 296, 295, not 290, 195, all the way out to the end. This is 2 days. I cut it up. Y'all didn't need to watch 5, trials of Tide, right? So I just did like the last 2 to 3 and used the same team, Wave 199. 99? If y'all ever watched that show, shout outs to 99. But yeah, use your tacticians. That's why they're here. Basically, in my opinion, my first vid that I made with Tide, I saw the huge BP increase that the tacticians gave, even in like trash gear. So use all your tacticians, use all ground units, 3 mages, 3 piercers. Should be good to go. It worked for me. I do have decent BP, but apparently my BP is trash. So, so yeah, y'all, if I can do it, y'all can definitely do it. God dang it. It just takes time, right? Time and patience is a warrior's greatest strength. So remember that, especially if you're not spending a lot of money. You can do a lot of good stuff. You can get real strong, real fast in this game, especially if you plan to play for like a year plus. And I'm going to be an old head in this game. I'm going to be here for like 5-6 years because I like it and it doesn't require me to sit down and because there's no rush, honestly. I can come back into this game in like 2 months as long as you have the heroes and you've been grinding adequately, like gear wise and like getting resources. You can always come back to this game and then kind of like storm through it, right? With the right heroes. They do power creep so well in Watcher of Realms that it's really nice to just hang around. Videos, all that good stuff. I'm excited to do it, but I need a PC, man. It just takes too much time for me to get, footage, bring it in, edit, all this extra stuff. And I want to do it right. I want to do it like a good way. And also, Watcher of Realms, I love you guys. I'll be here. I'll play it. But I don't know how many videos I'm gonna do on it. I might try to do something else. Go with my kid. This is just like me getting some editing skills, really. And I was just playing watch around and I wanted to do it. So just learn like YouTube in and outs, all that good stuff. But I'll still make some stuff. I'm putting this towards the end because obviously not too many people are gonna watch all the way at the end. But we here, baby. I'm Nikai. We up in Order Phoenix. We're gonna be killing it. I'm gonna try to throw out some more vids when I can. I do like it. I might do some offbeat type of stuff, try to be funny again. Because I don't really have anything like set in stone, right? So here are the peak talents. I got them all maxed out. So if you want to go all the way to the end of Tide, you're probably gonna need them all maxed out, right? All your talents, all that good stuff. I'm Nikai out. Boom.